So yesterday, this is the day after the Selma Bridge crossing. So yesterday, what happened was really, really remarkable. It was impromptu. The people led the march, while you had all the dignitaries and VIPs, I would say, still at Brown Chapel. After my brother made a historical preaching speech, everyone was at the bridge, about 80,000 people. And while they was at the bridge being held up, it was so significant because they were waiting on us, the Southern Movement Assembly, on us, the formerly incarcerated people, on us, TOPS, on us, Project South, on us, the Southern People's Initiative, on us, Black Lives Matter, on us, All Lives Matter, on us, the ordinary people, the people's movement, with our yellow sashes, gold sashes with black writing, and our buttons of Martin Luther King and Obama. We led the march, the backwards march, where we actually left from the Montgomery side in front of the National Voting Rights Museum and walked over to the Selma side, stopped dead center in the top of the bridge and turned around and literally marched backwards with a whole bunch of people chanting from the back of the bus to the front of the prison. The struggle continues. Educate, don't incarcerate. And we're talking to the heads of the state. Holland Cameron Massey, this young man that got killed in Eufaula, Alabama, with his mother leading the march with us and walking with us. Holland and Christopher Thomas, who got killed in Dothan, Alabama, and Rose Sanders with us and all. And all of them was sitting there. Reverend Barber and all the different foot soldiers was down there at the bottom of the march, bottom of the bridge, on the Selma side. And they were waiting till we get through marching backwards, because we had to go back and get some things right before we could move forward. And I guess God would have it, and it was such a serendipitous moment that God would have it, that we the people, had to be there to lead it. Because all of the ones who were VIP or the leaders of the day, or so-called leaders that we call, were at Brown's Chapel and wasn't there to lead their march. And Reverend Barber, the foot soldiers, Rose Sanders and all, went to proceed after we marched backwards, and we split off to the sides and opened up like the Red Sea, and then they proceeded to go forward, and Rose Sanders signaled to me and said, come on, and put me in between her and Reverend Barber for us to go across that bridge. And there was 80,000 people or more there. And when we got finished, an hour later, you could still look across that bridge and see people were still coming over. What happened yesterday was a movement clearly that was designed by God. No one could take credit for it. No one could sit up here and say that they constructed it or did it. We had plans for us to do the backwards march, and they hold up till we get there. But for us to be able to go back in the people-led march, it had to be God. And that's what happened yesterday. We are marching now from Selma to Montgomery every day, doing 11 miles. And it started off with 30 people this morning, end up with about 150, close to 200 now. We'll end up in Montgomery on Friday, approximately 2 o'clock, where you're gonna have about 500 Alabama State University students that's gonna be there with us to meet us and greet us at the Capitol. So the people have spoken. The hearts and the spirits and the energy and the positivity that you felt yesterday shows that the people have spoken, but it also shows that the people are tired. And it's time for you to leave. It's our turn to dream. Martin Luther King had his dream. Now it's our turn to dream. Southern People's Initiative, Southern Movement Assembly have just got through with their 2-year action plan for the Southern states. As the South goes, so goes the nation. And as the people go, so goes any kind of politics. There's only two kind of powers in existence. There's money power and people power. And what we seen yesterday was people power. And so people, I call upon you right now with all of your issues, formerly incarcerated, convicted people who have the issues of collateral consequences. We can't get a job. We can't get our voting rights. We can't get proper housing. Can't get, insurance with the LGBTQ and the gay rights, gay marriage, and all those with the police killings, and the drug war. The drug war has been successful in two things, if nothing else. Any other program the government would have dismantled to stop funding for its failure. But the drug war has failed for the past 40 years, and they still use it because of Amendment 13, which says no man can be enslaved or held under involuntary servitude except to buy for felony conviction. The drug war has been successful in those two things. Police brutality, racial profiling, and mass incarceration. So now we're doing the backwards march in every city, in every state. And you can look for us coming to a city and state near you. It's time for us to rise, almighty people. Southern People's Initiative, Southern Movement said, enough is enough. Let's unite to fight. God bless you.